going to show you level 1 post-run stretching. I'm going to show you level 1 because some people are just starting to run again, and it's not about me showing off my flexibility, it's about you learning how to stretch properly after a run. Okay? So I also want to teach you this. I don't want you to be like, Jenny says this, Jenny says that. So I'm going to kind of explain it in super common terminology, okay? No complications here. Because I want you to understand what you're stretching, why we're holding it for so long. Okay, so as you know, we use our legs to run, but we also use a huge amount of our QL and obliques. So you're going to grab a chair. Okay, the very first stretch I'm going to get you to do, standing, because you're still catching your breath post-run, right? Throw a heel up on the chair, bend the knees slightly. From the hips, you'll feel a stretch in the back of your ankle, your calves, and the back of your leg, and in this ligament right here. Toe is up, you're just reaching as much as you possibly can. Maybe you're here. I need you to feel a stretch in this whole area. We hold for 30 seconds or 2 minutes. If you've got the time, frickin' hold it, okay? Be on your phone, read a book, talk to your husband, talk to your wife, talk to the people, hold the stretch. If you think about running, it's so much impact on your body, right? So if you go from a high impact sport, like running, to nothing, your muscles, they just got all warm and lubed up and they're ready to be lengthened and stretched. Take advantage of this time. Every exhale, see if you can go just a tiny bit deeper. Once again, I know it looks like I'm rounding my back, but really I'm going from my hips, right? This is the motion. Make sure you touch your nipples. That's going to help with the stretch. Same leg, what I'm going to get you to do is turn this way. Okay, so you feel a stretch, a little bit of discomfort in your hip, stretch in your inner thigh. If you don't feel it, I want you to bend and get a little bit lower here. You can hold on to something, you guys, okay? But right now I'm feeling a stretch in my adductor, the side of my calf, the side of my knees. Slowly get out of that. Switch sides. Now if this isn't enough of a stretch for you, make sure you're bending, slight bend from the hips. You're welcome to turn the chair around if you have this option and take it up here, right? Once again, I'm still keeping my chest open. For those of you that don't know me, hi, my name is Jenny. Vancouver, Canada is my hometown, currently in Playa del Carmen. I have decided to stay here while we wait out the mayhem that's happening in the world. Nature has all sent us to our bedroom because we've been naughty. Nature's really blossoming right now. Holy moly, it's enjoying less people. Once again, now you're going to turn to the side. Oh, it's not going to work with this one. So what I'm going to have to do is get low. I am a personal trainer, but I am also a runner, I would consider myself, which is crazy because if you asked me 2.5 years ago, anything to do with running, I'd be like, do some sprints. But my beautiful father got me involved in running half marathons. It was a secret way for me to bond with him. I'm sure he feels the same way. So I was a personal trainer. He's like, you gotta come running with me, Jen. Come on, you're strong, you're fit. And I was like, fine. And it's true what they say, it's an addiction. It's like a runner's high. It's a healthy addiction. So I got into it. I've run 6 half marathons in 2 years. I kind of went around the States doing the rock and roll series. All right, now we're gonna bring that foot up, okay? So this is what it looks like, right? So number 1, if this is a stretch for you, awesome, hold it here, okay? We have a flexed foot, so my toe is facing you. My knee is as low as it possibly can, ideally in line, fairly in line with your hip. Same thing, you're gonna open up your chest and you're gonna bring it forward. To deepen the stretch, you put your left hand on your left nipple, your right hand on your right nipple. I'm just kidding. Oh, see, runner's high. I'm high right now. So today I did a long, slow distance, almost 8K. It's not a lot, especially considering my old, like LCD for me used to be like 12K, 14K. I mean, for ultra marathon runners, their easy run is like 40K. But throughout the 2 years of me picking up this running career, I was noticing a lot of imbalances in my body. How I recognized that was there was a lot of pain happening in my knees and my hips especially. So I was noticing that my quads were a lot stronger than my hamstrings or my glutes. So I self-diagnosed myself. I had a little bit of help from my good friend Kelly, who is an amazing physio. She runs her business out of North Vancouver, and then she's got another location more remote. Anyways, she mentioned to me that I'm quite stuck on one of the mobility of my hip, which we will get to. So right now I'm doing rotation of my knee and my hip, right? So you're doing this. You've got to do the other way around, right? So what I do, what works for me, is I go into 90-90. So I'm just gonna focus on this leg. This one's just gonna be here for support, but it looks awkward. I know. But what I'm gonna try and hold is my knee and my hip are gonna be right in alignment, and then my knee and my ankle. It's like a 90-degree, right? Also a mobility drill called 90-90. So I actually hold this as a static stretch for the opposite stretch we just did. So I was noticing that my quads, and this is very common, so maybe this is something to do with your hip pain, were super strong. Awesome. Good job, Jen. You got strong quads. But you know what? My glutes and my hamstrings were really lacking, and my core. I was like, what do you mean? I'm a personal trainer. Of course I have a strong core. It wasn't as strong as my quads. My quads were so freaking strong. They still are. But I really worked on doing unilateral work exercises for my hamstrings and my glutes, and I put in a ton more TA work, transverse abdominis, deep core work, dead bug, Pallof press. Okay. Ay. Now I'm gonna do the other side. So once again, your foot is pointed like ha. This is almost at your hip, and you're bringing it on down. I am so freaking, I'm dripping. Like, I wish you guys could see what's happening here. Like, I don't even know where the sweat is coming from. My legs are like, they look like I just got out of a pool. Sweating is good. So remember what I said. Deepen the stretch, you go nice and tall, lengthen, and then someone's pulling you forward. Get even stronger, you touch your left nipple, you touch your right nipple. Oh, love it. So point of the story is, guys, work your ass. Make sure you have a strong butt. Guys, girls, strong butt, strong butt, strong butt, okay? Don't even think, oh, I want my butt to be higher, I want my butt to be rounder. Just get your ass strong. Do all of the exercises for the butt. You have to, have to, have to. Especially if you're a runner, or you grew up playing soccer, or you grew up playing field hockey, or you grew up playing some sort of quad dominant sport. Your quads are gonna be so freaking strong. I want to do a shout out to one of my clients right now, but you know who you are. You have very strong quads, and we work on that, right? Yeah, girl, we work on that. Okay, now we gotta do the other rotation. So once again, I'm lining this up like so, and then I'm making a nice 90 degree, and I'm trying to sit up as much as possible. This leg can do whatever you want. I'm sure some of you guys are like, you look really fucked up right now. And you know what? I do. But I'm feeling the stretch I want to feel. I'm feeling a unique stretch like right here on my knee. Okay? And I'm also feeling a stretch and an uncomfortableness, if you will, in my hip. You're counteracting. Think about, you do one stretch, you have to stretch the other side of your leg, right? You stretch your inner thigh, you have to stretch your outer thigh. You stretch your quads, you have to stretch your hamstrings. Okay? Yeah, yeah. It's a doozy. I listened to the best playlist today. Rampo. I've been really into DJs recently, ever since I went to Tulum. Tulum is crazy. Crazy DJ parties. I love it. Oi! Okay, y'all, now we're gonna do quad. So, for me, I'm just going to do an easy one for you guys to... Oi. So I'm tucking my butt under, bringing my pelvis forward, really trying to straighten my quad, activating my hamstrings up to the sky. My quads, they're so tight. So guys, just in case you didn't note it, or you didn't know, I am doing online personal training. If you are new to working out or you lack motivation, just frickin' give me a try. Just try it. Because it will keep you on track and it's personalized. That's the biggest thing with these apps. I love the apps. I absolutely love it. I think they're fantastic apps, and everyone's doing, you know, online classes right now, Lululemon, everything, Y Yoga is fantastic. But if you have limitations or discomforts in your body, Lululemon doesn't know that. Y Yoga doesn't know that, right? So you have to make sure that either you know where your limitations are and just say no to some of the exercises. Make sure you're still doing your physio exercises, okay? If you have physio exercises, you need to still be doing them. All right, QL, obliques, some more adductors. Oh yeah. I love a good side stretch. Oh, but Jenny, you didn't hold it for 30 seconds. I know. Oh, baby. when you're working out, if you're using an app or an online class, or the person, the trainer doesn't know you, doesn't know your body, make sure you're aware of your limitations. Make sure you know if push-ups aggravate your rotator cuff, don't do them, okay? Oh. All right, arms are up and open, slight back bend, open up your chest, feel a nice stretch in your armpits. Palms and chest and head are up to the universe. Think of one thing you're grateful for in detail. The color of your socks. The smell of your car. The newest show on Netflix. The way your daughter makes you feel when she hugs you. Something in detail. When you have that, I want you to take a big breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, give yourself the best hug you've ever given anybody. Oh, mwah, mwah. Love yourself. Yes, 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 yes. Thanks for joining me. Ah! Have a great day. Stretch. See you next time.